Okay, there we go. We are live. Say hello, Edgee.
Oh my god, we're live? Oh man,
Yeah.
the pressure. I can't believe it. All Eyes on Us. Kind of like that one song by Tupac Shakur that's called All Eyes on Me, but with a Z.
Wow, yeah. Oh, okay, so quick little introduction, guys. So welcome to episode 3 of Heroes Day Off. It's my Cross-Over Vtuber podcast where I like to invite fellow creators where we discuss content creation as VTubers and anything else that we really enjoy. Today is a Bobby Niku themed episode because my guest for today is YaBoiEdgee. Edgee,
That's
please
me.
please introduce yourself and talk about like who you are and what you do.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, check this shit out. Hello everybody, my name is Edgee, and I am a terminally online NEET whose mind got sucked into the internet and became a sexy anime girl because all that I think about are sexy anime girls.
Honestly, relatable. Is that why you're a Bobby Niku?
Yeah, because I'm a fucking pervert. Yeah! I love anime girls with big boobs. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what I do here.
Honestly, same Z's. Actually, so I have my own reasons for having a lady avatar, but I'm curious about why you have a lady avatar as well. You know, like maybe there's a few more reasons out there. It's like, oh, boobaha or something like that, or why you have a particular design like this.
Well, actually, yes, there is. I did when I started out as a VTuber back in the far off year of 2020. I did have a male avatar that I try to make it look like what if it was me, but if I was an anime guy. And I ran with that up until I want to say late 2023 or 2024. I don't even remember, but no, yeah, up until late 2023. And the thing about that is that like I had like a very basic design, and I tried to like update it and like add stuff to it over time, but I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't really reaching the potential that I wanted it to be at. It wasn't reaching the level that I wanted it to be at. Because for those of you who maybe don't know, I am a Vroid VTuber. And as nice as Vroid is, God, Vroid is such a godsend. It does have its own limitations.
Right.
And I didn't feel like I could make my idealized self on a Vroid model. And that's also like around the time when I discovered this tiny little indie streamer. I don't know if y'all probably haven't heard of him. Goes by Porcelain Maid.
I see.
Yeah, just
yeah. Very obscure. Very
exactly.
Very yeah.
Yeah, and I discovered him through a clip of him taking down a hater that was giving him shit for being like, you're a guy pretending to be a girl type of shit, and he just like verbally smacked him up and down the street for like a good 3 minutes, and I was like, wait, this actually kind of rules. This is awesome. And I was like thinking about that for like it was stuck in my head for like 2 weeks, and I just kept like going back to that clip and just like listening to what he was saying, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, a VTuber doesn't have to be just you. A VTuber can also be an OC. Right. And once that realization hit me, I started working on the 1.0, not even the 1.0, like just the 0.0 version of this model. Because I'm currently at 2.0. And that's where the very first idea of Edgee originated. That's when I was like, what if I actually do make like a female OC and start using that as my main model going forward. And I just started having a lot more fun doing that. Like I felt like I was being more creative working on an OC as compared to like working on on a model based on me. And I just really enjoyed that. So like I mentioned before, like this is now my 2.0 model. When I worked up to like a full actual like 1.0 model, like I had like a more I guess like set in stone design, like a more concrete idea of what I wanted to do. And from then on, I just like started just like putting more ideas together more and more until I reach the look that I have right now. And it's mainly in part thanks to some great artists over on this little website called Booth that has a bunch of super cheap and affordable resources for Vroid models, which is really it's a really cool site for Vroid users.
That's really cool. And also the idea of making your avatar essentially be your OC and exercise your creativity. That's pretty similar to why I have this lady model right here. So, right, guys. So for those of you who don't know already, Bobby Nico what's Bobby Nico stand for again? I know it's short for something.
Oh man, give me 1 second because I had that in my history, just ready to pull it up. All right. So Bobby Nico, and this is me reading off of the definition, is a Japanese term for an online avatar depicting an anime-style female character used by content creators who are often male. That term is an abbreviation of virtual Bishoujo Juniku or virtual Bishoujo self Juniku.
Okay, yeah, that's essentially what Bobby Nico is. So my reasoning for why I have this lady Tabby model is because, well, okay, guys, you all know that I'm a guy. I like showing off a masculine avatar, but okay, so I think I mentioned this before, but you know, I'll say it again for this episode. So I ended up making a lady model because, one, as much as I like drawing myself, I also really like girls. And the second reason is that I wanted to have an OC mascot that could help promote my streaming career. And it's not necessarily me, but rather a character that's based off of what I really like and my favorite anime girls. So, yeah, Lady Tabby is essentially just a mascot separate from my own persona, and you guys can get a pretty good idea of what I really like in my anime girls. Yeah. So it's nice to show off that I can draw both male and female VTuber models. And I actually have another model in the works right now. Well, okay, it's not a Lady Tabby model, but you know, I could make another design sooner or later. I already have the base to draw over. So that's the reason why I have a lady model. Plus, it's just nice to be a hot anime girl on stream, the same way that you would pick your favorite waifu in a fighting game. You just want to look at your favorite characters while you're kicking ass, right?
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
You're so right. Also, I think my model stopped moving on your screen.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me double check. Oh, okay. There we go.
There we go. I can move again. I can fight.
Yes, Edgee can fight. Okay, so guys, all right, so in case anyone is wondering what we're doing right now behind the scenes, so normally I would use, what was it called, VNet to have like 2D models next to each other, but Edgee and I are working with different mediums. I'm live 2D while Edgee is 3D using, are you still using Vroid?
Vroid, yeah.
Yeah, so he's using Vroid. Yeah, so what I have to do is I have to capture the, the webcam feed of his model through a web browser, and then I had to just do a bit of chroma key, adjust a few things, and then that's how you see 2D and 3D standing side by side. This is some Roger Rabbit shit right here.
It is, you're right.
Yeah, just mixing between different mediums. And besides, it's also good practice for when I end up collabing with other people who are not necessarily live 2D anyway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Speaking of VTubing though, what have you been doing on your channel lately? Or, what do you usually do on your channel?
I usually play RPGs and action games. Every now and then I'll play something that's not that. Like a few weeks ago I was playing through the entirety of Catherine Full Body, which is like the remastered version of that game that comes with like new story scenarios and like a new person to romance and a new cutscenes and all that stuff.
I love that game.
Yeah, so it's like a puzzle horror game. Every now and then I will play like an action horror game because I really like Resident Evil. Well, I mean, I guess that also counts as like an action game. But yeah, like my main thing is gonna be like action games and RPGs. Like, at the moment, I'm going through Persona 4 Golden, Final Fantasy X. What else am I playing? Marvel's Spider-Man, the remastered version that came out on PS5, and Elden Ring.
Nice. Yeah, those are some of those games that you mentioned are games that I also like to play. Maybe not always on stream because I'm always focused on action, but I definitely love the quirkier games like Catherine Full Body, for example. So you got pretty base taste in games.
Oh, thank you. I try, I try to be as based as inhumanly possible.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what's really base? If you're to play Zenless Zone Zero like everyone else.
Yeah, or fucking, what else? Uma Musume. Man, I love gambling. I love spending all my free time on a game that can just any day just be shut off and then you won't be able to play it anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the whole Uma Musume thing. Actually, I talked about that game with one of my friends in the last episode, but yeah, it's really ridiculous how crazy popular Uma Musume is, but at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised. Like, there's horse race gambling, there's idol girls who are based off of the horses, and throw in the whole training and visual novel stuff, and it's like, bam, okay, it's ticking off all the boxes for weebs, but yeah, but I'm not one of those weebs, so no. It's not for me. I mean, I'm happy for all my friends who are playing it.
Yeah, like if there's people watching that enjoy that game, I'm not shaming you for enjoying it. It's just personally not my thing. I always say that when it comes to gacha games, you're gonna be paying one of two ways. You're either going to be paying with your time or you're going to be paying with money.
Oh yeah, I know that all too well.
It's one or the other. It's always one or the other, and I'm like, I would rather spend my time on something that is a little bit more tangible than that. Something that I can just
Don't lose your way.
That I can play. And
we got a raid. Yo, Edgee, we got raid. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to the stream and to today's episode of Heroes Day Off. It is the VTuber podcast where I invite people and we talk about streaming and everything that we really like. And I'm here today with YaBoiEdgee, who is a Bobby Nika VTuber. We're both guys who like to use lady avatar models. Also, everyone, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the Heist Cat Burglars. Don't forget to follow YaBoiEdgee.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, we were just talking about games and all that, and yeah, actually, so I got a question here. So whenever you pick out your games, like Catherine or Elden Ring and all that, what's your mindset for which games you pick out to stream, and why you think to yourself, oh, I would love to show my chat this as opposed to just enjoying it by yourself?
A lot of the time, or recently, it's been games that I have already played through once, but it was like before I was like streaming constantly or streaming like as often as I do to this point, that like I had already played on my free time when they had already come out. But I was like, man, I wanna show this off to chat. Specifically in the case of like Persona 4 Golden, I had played the original, but I have somehow never played through the entirety of Golden. And I was like, well, this is gonna be a good time for me to like both like revisit the game, but also like experience the new parts of it. And plus, like, Persona 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time. So I wanted to share that with chat. In the case of what's it called, Final Fantasy X, I've never played that before, so I'm playing that. And on the days that I play it, I have a friend who is very familiar with that game. And he is showing me ways that I can, how should I put this? Not cheese the game, but like kind of like maybe like sequence break some stuff. You know, there's this one summon that you get like super early in the game. And literally like if you turn around before leaving the village, you can do like a very quick interaction that gives you like basically like its strongest attack, like from minute 1. You can literally like, it's because like the game expects you to like just leave the village and then just keep doing like story stuff, and then literally you turn around and you talk to a girl who's like looking for a dog, and you find the dog, and the dog is literally holding in its mouth.
Wait,
like,
I think I know what you're talking about. The like Valid Force second limit break attack or overdrive attack, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay, so for what I'm gathering is you like to share your surprise unspoiled moments with your chat, right? And you end up feeling like either someone's watching a reaction to their favorite moments, or chat is discovering things with you. Am I gathering that correctly? Oh,
exactly. Yeah. So either me showing games that I really love to chat, or me like discovering something new along with the viewers is what I like to do, basically.
Oh, I see.
And then like every now and then I'll also have a talk show of my own. It's called Edging It Out.
Oh, like I love that name.
It's pretty good, huh?
Maybe one of these days I better edge out with ya.
Yeah.
I took you out on a hero's days off. It's time that we both edge out.
Yeah, that's so true. You're so right. Live on Twitch too.
Get extra mileage out of that Edge name.
Yeah, I do. The one thing is that like a lot of people when they hear like edging it out, they think about like gooning, but I was trying to be like, how should I put this? More fancy about it, because it actually is a phrase that means to like to become more successful.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
See, guys, look, games like that can be educational.
Yeah, same, exactly. Like there's the phrase called edging out the competition. That means that like you're becoming better than them.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Also, going back to the whole like choice of streaming games and all that, like you mentioned you stream games that you love, and that's something that I really love seeing more people do, rather than play it's like whatever game that's popular at the moment but everyone will forget about in a month or so. Like, no, guys, please show me your passions, show me your favorite game that none of the people are talking about. I always love discovering cool new shit like that, right? I mean, okay, yeah, I have my own popular favorites here and there, like a few fighting games are pretty active, but for the most part, I'm someone who enjoys novelty and then hearing someone talk about them. And in fact, this reminds me of this one time where I had a friend who completed all of the Xenoblade games on stream. It was just so fun. Yeah, it was just so fun hearing him talk about what he loved about them, and as well as doing a bunch of things that I didn't realize was an option, or if there was a side quest here and there. So when I was hearing about you talking about going through something like Persona 4 Golden, and then going through some stuff that you missed out on, that ended up reminding me of what I really like about some of my favorite streams, or what some of my friends have done, or heck, even what I try to do with some of my streams where I'm doing, well, you guys already know that I usually play action games, and I'm always playing Devil May Cry. I'm planning some Ninja Gaiden streams soon, but I always try to show off some techniques where it's like, oh, I didn't know you could do that, rather than just mash the melee button over and over again and then have people think that's a boring game. So I try to show how fun it is, and I assume that's what you try to do as well with your favorite games, and when you try to discover stuff too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, also, I'm poor as hell, so it's not like I can afford like the newest games when they come out anyway. So I'm like,
yeah, that is a relatable problem.
Yeah. So that's another reason why I'm like, well, what do I have in my backlog? What do I want to show chat, or what do I want to feel like revisiting that like I've never played on stream that I want to show chat, or what's something that I want to experience for the first time that I want to experience along with chat so everybody can see it. Just that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
we can all experience it together.
Yeah, I heard that having a backlog to stream is like just having a backlog of games in general is a good thing to use when streaming. I know some friends where they don't really have as much time as they used to, and whatever time that they have outside of work or whatever, they'll try to combine gaming time with streaming time. I mean, I try to find ways to just enjoy games by myself, but I can definitely see the appeal of trying to fish games that you have in your backlog, especially if you can't buy any new games for a while, because Jesus Christ, I cannot shell out $70 for every big game that's coming out.
I know, it's insane. It's crazy how it is right now. Like the very last time that I was able to get a game on that I played a game on release and I also like streamed it was when Monster Hunter Wilds came out, because I'm a Monster Hunter addict. I was actually playing it before.
I'm also a Monster Hunter fan. I've been a fan ever since the PSP days with Freedom 2.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
Yep, Poke Village represents.
I started with 3 Ultimate.
Oh, nice.
On Wii U.
Right, so that was a little after I got into Monster Hunter, but we're both veterans who came from the pre-World days.
That's true. 10 plus years, baby. 10 plus years.
Yep. Oh, actually, I have a bit of a funny story with this one.
Okay.
So I was playing Monster Hunter World with some friends, right? And one of them loves Monster Hunter a lot. It's their first Monster Hunter game. And then when they saw me using you guys know the Guardian armor sets where you have both the stats early on, so that so that you can zip past the early hunting quest. So I already had a finished PlayStation 4 save file, but I switched over to PC, so I couldn't carry over my save data. There's no cross progression. So when
unfortunately.
Very unfortunate. So when I started over and I used the Guardian set, the friend looked at me and go, "What are you doing? Don't use the Guardian armor set." And I was like, why not? Like, I just want to speed through the early quests. Like, no, but like, this is your first time, right? You gotta learn how to play. And then I'm like, excuse me? I've been a fan way before World was a thing. I am a veteran compared to you, baby. Okay, I didn't say that last bit, but anyway, the moral of the story.
The feeling.
Yeah, it's the feeling. Definitely the feeling. So,
it's like that one scene from Parks and Rec where like Ron Swanson is at Home Depot and then someone is like, "Can I help you with something?" He's like, "I know more than you."
You know what? That is definitely my mood there. Whenever someone assumes I'm a newbie to a franchise like Monster Hunter, like, actually, I know more than you. I played these games way longer than you. I did the exact same thing when I played World on PC. Like I put on immediately put on the Defender set and I made the crafted the Defender weapons and all that shit, because it's like I played it for over 3,000 hours on PlayStation. And I'm not gonna do the same on PC. PC is gonna be just like my fun little like side thing for friends that don't have it on PlayStation. Like I'm just gonna, if I'm gonna play it on PC, it's because I gotta play with my friends who didn't have it on PlayStation, you know? And that's it. I'm not gonna go through that grind all over again from the very beginning. Like I'm gonna use mods to get the shit that I grinded for again. I don't care, because again, 3,000 hours. I'm not going to spend another 3,000 hours on PC. God, that is such a mood. Like, okay, as much as I love the grind of Monster Hunter, I only like to go through it once before the next game comes out.
It's only good the first time that you do it. When you need to do it a second time, no.
Oh man, yo, I try to grind up my progress on PC after whatever I've done on consoles before, and yeah, it's pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could get a head start in World. With Rise, with Rise, for some reason, it felt like things were taking longer than I remember. until I recalled that I had Japanese players scaring me, and I didn't really run into as much randos these days on Rise than when I used to play at launch on my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
I did the same.
Yeah, games like that with grinding, it's fun, but also it can be really tricky when you have to worry about your progress, which is why I prefer streaming fighting games. I don't have to worry about, oh, did I level up this or not? It's like, no. The leveling is all done in your brain, and you just gotta pick up the same game on the same platform as your friends, unless it's cross-platform.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So right.
Oh, you mentioned you played some action games before. Could you remind me what action games you did play on stream? I'm curious now, especially since, well, you don't really see many streamers play action games, and if they did, they usually don't know what they're doing.
So let's see. I played through Bloodborne on stream, and oh my god, I was
okay.
Addicted.
I guess we can count Soulsborne.
I mean, yeah, they're action games.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of ones
what
without
are you
RPG
saying?
elements, but you know what? Yeah. We can include action RPGs in this case as well.
That's a good question. I don't think that I've actually played something that's not an action RPG yet. I mean, right now, like I mentioned, I'm playing through Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, even though that one still has like a little like RPG like elements to it. Even though
it's fine. I think that one leans more into action than RPG.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's what I was gonna say. It's mainly like an action thing, and the RPG elements of it are more of a I don't want to say an afterthought, but it's not like the main thing. You just like unlock additional skills when you gain levels in that game.
Yeah, these days a lot of games will try to borrow that sense of progression from RPGs. Material grinding. Oh, experience points to unlock this weapon or that skill or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, quest in an explorable world.
Yeah, exactly. Something kind of like that. I do want to play stuff like Assassin's Creed in the future once that I like get through some of the games that I'm currently streaming, because like when I stream something, I try to like do it from beginning to end.
Oh.
Unless it's just something that I'm not really like feeling, because I have like started a few games like on stream before, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling this thing. Like the chat doesn't seem to be like meshing well with it either. So whatever, I'll just like play something else. Especially if it's something that I have already played before.
Oh, I see. Yeah, actually, truth be told, so I used to do full playthroughs on my channel here, but these days, not so much. I usually just focus more on showing off gameplay and stuff that I learned and such, while shooting shit with chat. And when it comes to doing playthroughs, well, I'll admit, when I used to start playthroughs, sometimes I'll give up halfway and I'll feel really, really guilty about it. So it just feels like, oh man, I basically have unfinished business and such. And adding in the pressure of showing it to other people, it's like, maybe I should just binge this on my own. Because admittedly, I'm more so someone who binges games by myself off stream nowadays. I mean, back when I used to play a game from beginning to end at launch, I think the last time I remember was Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like I got so hooked with that one that I ended up having sessions on stream that were 9 to 12 hours long.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like that's the funny thing with me and streaming games, during the full playthrough. Like, if I'm really focused and I like what's happening, I want to see where it goes, then I will binge through that, even if it means skipping lunch or sleep or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which, by the way, guys, I don't recommend you do that. Just remember to take care of yourselves.
Yeah. Take care of your elf, too, while you're at it.
Yeah. But anyway, I stopped doing playthroughs on my streams because... yeah, like I said, I'd rather do the playthroughs like, from beginning to end, and then once I finish that game, I know what to expect, and then I could just show off the cool bits that I know is there for my chat to see or demonstrate or whatever. And besides, usually whenever you do a full not full playthrough, a first playthrough, I always like to watch the cutscenes by myself and not really talk. But if I'm not talking while the cutscenes are playing, then I feel kind of bad and think to myself, like everyone's just better off watching this on YouTube or something. Which, okay, I'm not sure if that's the mindset for everyone or some people, but that's always my worry because it's my channel and and I'm the one who's taking the spotlight. I don't want to like suddenly disappear into the background while a lengthy cutscene is playing.
Oh, I'll do that. Like, I won't care. I'll be like, okay, chat, look, I'm gonna show up for like a few minutes because I actually am invested in this game. So like, y'all are just gonna have to watch along with me. I just like tell them straight up, this is what's gonna happen. This is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay. So you're basically running a theater at that point.
And then once the gameplay resumes, I'm like, okay, let's continue with the commentary. Let's continue like all talking about what's going on or whatever. But when the cutscene happens, as soon as those subtitles hit, okay, everyone be quiet and pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention. This is very important. Well, okay,
Yeah.
that doesn't really happen with me a lot of these days, but whenever I do tell people to pay attention to a cutscene, I freaking mean it because sometimes it's just peak cinema.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing through No More Heroes 1 on stream a little while ago. I love it too, and it's one of those rare cases where I will gladly show people the cutscenes and I will explain to them what makes them so special, whether it's the cinematography, the acting, what the characters do at a given moment in the story. And whatever else is really entertaining to see. So it's not that I don't like cutscenes, guys, even though you guys see me just play a lot of fights here and there. It's just that the good cutscenes are few and far between, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, you mentioned you play a bunch of RPGs, which is a fairly popular thing to stream for a lot of VTubers and streamers out there. Yeah. So, actually, are there any upcoming RPGs that you plan on playing on stream later?
Let's see. Well, after I finish Final Fantasy X, I think I might go straight into 10-2. And then after that, Final Fantasy 13, because I feel like back when it came out, I didn't really fully get the way that you're supposed to play it because of the way that like the battle system works in that game, because it's like convoluted and all that stuff. But I don't know, I kind of want to give it like a second try, but that's like way far ahead into the future.
Right.
But there's other RPGs that I really want to play, like Dragon Quest. I really want to stream Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest is awesome.
I want to see if maybe I can get the 3DS version of Dragon Quest 8 working.
Oh. That would be nice.
Because they added some like extra stuff to the 3DS, and then just played Dragon Quest on the channel. I really want to get into Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I've been enjoying some Dragon Quest on the side. Well, okay, I haven't played as much Dragon Quest as I would like. I'm actually a huge Final Fantasy fan, so much so that I'm waiting for a Final Fantasy Tactics remaster to come out soon, and I'm gonna
Final Fantasy Tic Tacs.
Yeah, the Tic Tacs. I'm gonna break my action only rule and stream that one because
hell yeah,
I love Final Fantasy Tactics so much that when I was breaking down a trailer for everyone to see, I was explaining for 2 hours.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, like y'all got a lot of info dumping from me for like 2 hours over a trailer that's just a few minutes long because
hell yeah.
Yeah, because I was going over like what made Final Fantasy Tactics so special, and then what I noticed that's like brand new to this version of Final Fantasy Tactics, but I thought, oh, this is gonna be a really good fit for this game. So yeah, big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise. And when I heard you talking about like playing other Final Fantasy games, I was like, someone's playing through the whole series. Mind if I pop in?
I'm not exactly playing through the whole series, but just like the specific games that interest me. I do want to play like the original 7 at some point too.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that the remake is really popular at the very moment, but I'm one of those people that is like, no, the remake trilogy is not the same as the OG. If you want to play Final Fantasy 7, you gotta play Final Fantasy 7. If you want to play Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth, you're not asking for a Final Fantasy 7. You're asking for a brand new game that's essentially fan fiction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I want to play the original first.
Yeah. I know some people will be like, oh, this is too old, but I'm over here like, you're old.
Yeah, exactly. Let them know.
Yeah. Okay, but real talk. I don't think how old the game is should deter anyone from giving a try. Like, yeah.
No, absolutely not. You're so correct about that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, sure, you guys are gonna miss out on some modern quality of life features that make the games less of a hassle to wait through and play. But at the same time, they have their own vibes that just aren't recreated in modern games these days. That's something that I really like about revisiting older titles. It's not just like nostalgia. There's even some older games that I've never touched during my childhood and formative years that ended up blowing my mind anyway.
Yeah, like the original Chrono Trigger, if you will forgive the expression, withstands the test of time.
Yeah.
It totally aged really well.
Yeah, that's something that people need to realize. Like, rather than just focus on a few of the modern popular games here and there, it always helps to try and play older games and not only give credit where credit is due with your hobby's history, but also there's just some games out there where they're not doing the same thing as what you expect from modern titles, and it ends up being a breath of fresh air, which is why I always welcome remasters or remakes. Well, faithful remakes, by the way, faithful remakes of older games. Like, okay, I mentioned Live Alive, for example, but also I love the pixel remasters of Final Fantasies 1 through 6. They keep the vibes of what I love about the old games, but give them a bit of a modern polish, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like I really love the trend of the HD 2D games that Square Enix has been releasing recently.
I kind of have mixed feelings about them, but okay, let me say what I like about them first before I explain.
Or at least the way that they look.
With the way that they look. But okay, here's what I think makes like live 2D, not live 2D. HD 2D looks so good. The remake of Live Alive, that kept a lot of what I love about old school pixel art, making the pixels look clear enough, and then I don't know, just having it still feel like an old school RPG. Like, yeah, sure, you're gonna see some modern graphics elements here and there, like the 3D model of the giant robot from the near future chapter, for example, and maybe a few explosions and lighting effects, but other than that, it's definitely a pixel style game. I mean, compare that to something like Octopath, for example, where there is too much of the post-processing effects and it ends up muddying the stuff that I really like with pixel art. So as long as you don't go too ham with the modern graphic stuff and end up kind of muddying up the pixel art that I really like, then I'm fine with it. You know, just make sure to be tasteful with your graphics. Which I can't really say the same about modern AAA games because, ooh, look at our ray tracings and this lighting that looks the same in every Unreal Engine game.
Everything has to be super ultra fucking realistic, and also the game is gonna be like 300 gigabytes to install. It's like, fuck off with that.
And it's gonna be too unoptimized to stream anyway.
Yeah. You want to run an additional program just like the fucking Messenger or something while the game is up? Nope, you can't do that. You need to give every single one of your computer resources to the game.
Yeah, and this is unfortunately something that we always have to be very conscious of as VTubers, where we are running our programs and if what we're doing is optimized for streaming anyway, right?
Yeah, since you bring that up, that's actually the main reason why I decided to go with the console version of Monster Hunter Wilds. Because when the what was it called? The benchmark test, when the PC benchmark test went out, last year before the game was out, I got a very good rating on my thing. Even though like my graphics card at the time wasn't like the best, I still got a pretty good rating. I was like, oh well, this is good to know. But then I did take into account that basically like when I was running it, my PC started sounding like a jet engine, and I'm like, well, that's great, but I don't want to have to deal with that and also all my like streaming and VTuber software. So you know what? I'm gonna give my PC a break, so I'm gonna get it on console.
Yeah, the same exact thing happened with me. I did the benchmark test for Monster Hunter Wilds, and it didn't do as well as I would hope. I mean, shit. It was barely running well in the cutscenes alone. So,
oh my god.
So I didn't want to take the chance with the gameplay as well. So
Yeah.
I did the same thing as you did, and I got the console version of Monster Hunter Wilds to run on the side while I'm just having my PC focus on running my programs like OBS and like 2D and all that. And anytime that I do stream a game on my PC with everything else, I always have to fiddle around with this settings to make sure that it's performing well. Even with a game like Devil May Cry 5, I had to lower down the graphics to make sure that it's running well enough without lag so that none of it is going to impede my performance. I had to do the same with Neo 2 as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that like those games are still so intensive despite the fact that they're like, you know, a few years old at this point.
Yeah. Although it could possibly be my model as well. I heard that having that the more layers you have, the more resources it's gonna take up, which is funny. I never asked anyone about this until I had a dream where I had a model with lots of layers, and then I was slowing down, and then I started speeding up once I removed some of those layers. And then I asked, and then I asked one of my rigger friends, "Oh hey, I dreamt about this. Does this happen in real life?" And then they're like, yeah, that's the thing. So nowadays, whenever I work on an ultra model, I have to keep that shit in mind so that I make sure that I look good on stream with my model, but also I have to make sure that I can actually run that thing on stream as well. So
yeah,
it's a balancing act. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, actually, speaking of creating models and all that, I'm very curious now. How did you come up with the design of your model? Like, where did the ideas come from to kind of form your concept and the look of your VTuber?
Oh, okay. So that's actually a pretty good question. So the thing is that, like, you know, I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist, unfortunately.
But I am.
And as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this episode, I get all my assets from Booth, right? So what I basically do is like I see what's available on there, what's like super cheap. Sometimes there's like really cool assets that are just like straight up free. So I see what's available, and I download what interests me, right? And like I said, a lot of those assets are super cheap, barely cost anything. And then once that I have an idea in mind, I look at either what's available or what I have, and then I basically just play building blocks. I put like a bunch of stuff together. With stuff like the hair, it's a little bit easier that way because I can always like slightly edit it on what's it called, VRite Studio. So for this here specifically that I have, like what drew me to it was, you know, like the little stars and stuff that are on it,
which are cute, by the way.
I know, I love them so much. But the hair originally was not purple with the lighter purple highlights. You know, so what I did was I uploaded my own what's it called, texture. My own texture into the hair to change it from brown to purple, and then I mess with some like individual like hair strands to make them look the way that they look right now.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you kind of work backwards compared to what I did. Is that my idea came first, and then I drew the model. Well, since I can draw my own model, I'm able to create whatever I want from scratch, well within my time and energy and such. But
well, yeah. To be fair though, I do also like try to have like a theme in mind as I'm putting stuff together. And I look through the resources and I see what might fit into the theme, and then I from then just try to put stuff, just mix and match.
Right.
Until I get something that I like.
Yeah, you've got this cyber theme going for you, which is always neat, by the way. And I say this as someone who is a fan of the cyberpunk genre.
Yeah. Cyber theme with a side of stars.
Yeah. Which is always neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was creating my Lady Tabby model, I wanted to keep the hero theme. Well, okay, as about as hero as you can get with some casual, sporty outfits, right? But yeah. But anyway, when I was designing my VTuber to keep that hero theme, and I thought, okay, I don't want to just slap on my usual outfit on a girl and call it a day. Let's see what else I can do. And I ended up thinking back to some of my favorite waifus, especially the ones who are like tomboys or girls who know how to throw a punch and such. So I thought about girls like Asuka Kazama from Tekken, Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII.
Hell yeah.
And okay, so some of my older followers probably remember this, but I used to draw a lot of fan art of Soleil from Fire Emblem Fates, and so there's a bit of her here as well.
Nice.
Yeah, especially the hair and the eyes.
Yeah, that's I went through like a very similar process when I was making like my first Babiniku model. Because I was like, what are some waifus for laifus that I can like kind of like take some inspiration from? And I went with at the time I was like really into Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like my Yu-Gi-Oh revival arc. And I was like, as you can tell, I'm really like into cyber themed shit. So it turned out that like my favorite type of monsters are Link monsters. I don't know if you know what those are.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since the original series, and when I tried to play the games again through, what was it called, Duel Links, I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are these walls of text? What is this weird pendulum that appeared in the middle of nowhere?
You're a grown-ass man, just read the card. Anyway, so for those who don't know, just a very quick rundown. Link monsters all have like this cyber theme going on, or at the very least, like the cards are like blue with these like cybernetic like panels on the cards, and I think it looks really cool. I think it's like a really awesome aesthetic. And one of my favorite monsters that I used for my Link plays was called like I believe IP Masquerena.
Interesting.
And she's this like cyberpunk girl, and I really like her style. So like I tried to use her look / style as inspiration. And I also another waifu that I really like is Yumiko Jabami from Kakegurui. Because I am originally I was raised in Las Vegas, and although I'm not into gambling, I do have to admit that I like the aesthetics of it, like the slot machines, like the chips, the cards, all that stuff. I like the aesthetics of gambling, and I really enjoyed Kakegurui because it reminded me of Las Vegas,
I see.
Yeah, and Yumiko is the protagonist, and I also took some of her style, and then who was the other one? I think it was Tsubasa Hanekawa from Bakemonogatari.
Wait, Bakemonogatari. Oh, I used to watch that series.
Yeah. And she was my favorite girl from from that show. So I just try to like squish them all together, like just aspects of all three of them into something. And that's why I got like my 1.0 model. Oh man, I wish I could show you, but I think I deleted it.
Aww.
Oh, I don't. I need to check if I still have it actually.
Maybe you have some clips of your old model.
Maybe. Hang on. Actually, hang on. Wait.
All right. What?
No, I can't show that on Twitch. No, because I think I was able to pull it up, but I remember I have like a specific outfit that I cannot use on Twitch, and I didn't find out that like it wasn't up to the dress code until like after I put it together.
Okay, so funny you mentioned the dress code. My Lady Tabby model has a bikini toggle, but she wears the jacket around her waist, and I added that specifically because of the dress code.
Of the hips, right?
Yes, the hips.
Yeah.
I don't know why they. What's Twitch's problem with hips?
I know, and especially for VTubers. Oh, also I found my 1.0 model. Check this out. I can switch to it like in real time. Look at this shit.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is my 1.0 model. So as you can see, I got the like the jacket and stuff from the IP Masquerena side of things, and then like the hair is kind of like reminiscent of Yumiko Jabami from Kakegurui.
I see.
Yeah. And then I like how you can see the rest of my like circuits a little bit better.
Yeah, I can definitely see it here.
Exactly. But then like after a year or so, I was like, how can I like improve upon this? And that's when I came up with my 2.0 model, which is this one that you're seeing right now.
I see. Yeah. Actually, I'm technically on my 4.0 design. Well, okay, so like I had several other designs beforehand, and I didn't actually become a superhero until my 3.0. Yeah. And then after that, I got an outfit change to where it's my current 4.0, where you guys usually see my typical hero, like scarf and armor and all that. And any other models that I make, it's not necessarily like a 5.0 or something like that. It's just something that I have on the side that I could switch to whenever I feel like it. Like the lady model that you're seeing right now.
Yeah. I actually do that. So whenever I play a game that I really like, or it's like a special event or something like that, I do something similar where like I'm still on my 2.0 model, but I wear a little bit something more appropriate to the occasion. Earlier this year, I was playing through Persona 5 Royal.
Right.
And my challenge for that, because I did like a self-imposed challenge, because that's another game that I had already played through on my spare time, again before I became more before I was doing streaming as constantly as I'm doing it right now. Right. I already finished that on my spare time, but I was like, okay, how can I add like a twist to this so that I'm not literally just playing the game again? So what I decided was that like I would 100% the game in one single run. I don't know if you played Persona before. But,
I've played Persona.
They give you like a limited number of days.
Right. Yeah, okay, so quick little bit of context about my experience with Persona. Well, I'm not a Persona fan anymore, but I have good memories of the games themselves. I started with Persona 4 because, that was... Yeah, I remember seeing that from a distance and thinking, okay, why does it have an anime series? Why is there a fighting game spin-off? Let me see what the hype is all about.
Yeah. And
I did one playthrough of Persona 4 on PlayStation 2, and I had a good time. However, personally, for my taste and what I like in my games, when it comes to actually replaying a Persona game, things got old really quickly.
Right.
Yeah, especially with like okay, for example, unskippable cutscenes. Like, I mean, okay, yeah, you can fast forward them, but some of those things are so long that they take minutes to wait at a time. And that goes double for Persona 5.
Yeah, I think they actually had to like fix that in Royal, because I remember you were able to like skip the cutscenes in Royal if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, so like when I played through 5 Royal, my challenge was that like I would do my absolute best to like 100% the game, you know, like get all like rank 10 on all the confidants, like do what else, your social stats, you know, like understanding, knowledge, all that stuff, charm, whatever, get them all those, like,
question.
Oh yes.
So do you do this with or without New Game Plus?
Without.
Oh, okay, that's impressive considering how
yeah. So not only was I able to like max out like every single confidant and all my social stats and whatever, I also platinumed the game in one single run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was even like surprised at myself that I was able to do that. I'm not gonna lie, because at my initial goal was to just, you know, get all the confidants like maxed out. You know, like that's basically like as good as 100%ing it goes, because like some confidants you do need to like max out your social stats to like be able to finish them anyway.
I see.
Yeah. But I kind of went above and beyond my own expectations. Not to like toot my own horn, but tooting my own horn.
It's like I always say on stream, go beyond gold, go platinum.
Yeah, that's true. So coming back real quick to like, I try to have like outfits when I'm playing a game that I really, really like. So Persona 5 is also one of my favorite games of all time. So when I was playing through it, not only did I have this outfit on, I was having this outfit on whenever I was doing some like real world stuff like in the game, and then when we were doing Phantom Thief stuff, I would switch to this.
Okay, so you want to challenge a cat burglar? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I'm a Phantom Thief. This is supposed to be like my I'm really proud of this one because it's supposed to be like my own original Phantom Thief design.
I see.
And I like it a lot, and I like the way that the mask moves with my eyes. I think it's really cool. It's really neat.
Yeah, that is neat. I'll admit, I actually really like the whole heist genre and Phantom Thief stuff. Not necessarily from Persona 5, but I'm more so a fan of stuff like Lupin the Third. And yeah, and the movie Ocean's 11. Nice.
Yes. And then currently, you know, one of the games that I mentioned that I'm playing through right now is Spider-Man Remastered. Again, a game that I played before, but I played the original on PS4. I haven't played the remastered version on PS5, which is the one that I'm going through right now. And that one is like one of my favorite action games that I've ever played. So to show my respect to Spidey. I also did this. Yeah, I also did this. And earlier this year, when I was playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. When the game was like still pretty new, like when it had recently come out. One of my mains was Venom. He was like my main tank at the time, and I really enjoyed playing Venom. So whenever I would stream Marvel Rivals, I would put on this outfit.
Oh, you got the Venom outfit.
I got the Venom outfit, yeah.
I played Marvel Rivals as well. When I played it, my mains at the time were, Star-Lord, Iron Fist. Okay, y'all shouldn't be surprised I played Iron Fist. This is what we're talking about. Adam Warlock, and I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head. Like anyone else, I just switched to adapt around other people's compositions.
Yeah, I try to do the same, honestly. But like, if I'm playing with friends and one of them is like, okay, I can be pocket healer, then I'm like, okay, time for Venom. I'm gonna be Venom. Time for 19 inches of Venom, baby.
I always made that same joke, but for a character named Venom in Guilty Gear Strive. Alright guys, we're about to have a pull stick that's at least 19 inches of venom.
Hell yeah. And then what else? Oh yeah, and Final Fantasy X, after the very first stream that I did, I was like, okay, this shit might be peak. I might really, really like this game. And I was right, because I've been playing it some more since then, obviously, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I got this outfit for it. I know that it's
Yuna's dancer outfit!
Yeah.
Yeah, Okay, so actually, Final Fantasy X was my very first Final Fantasy game. Or actually, it's not just that, it's my first turn-based RPG at all. Yeah. Back when I was still new, and I had just become a gamer with a capital G at age 12 or something. And Final Fantasy X opened the door for me with turn-based combat, and okay, I had already followed the storylines after playing Kingdom Hearts 1, but after playing Final Fantasy X, I was like, I want more of this. So I played the rest of the series. I ended up playing to this day, almost every single mainline entry except for Final Fantasy 11. I mean, go figure. Final Fantasy 11 is an older MMO.
Yeah, so I mean, you can skip that. It's fine. You're probably not missing out on much.
Yeah. Well, okay, unless I really like MMOs, but actually, I'm not much of an MMO. I'm not much of an MMO guy. So when I was playing through Final Fantasy 14, I was just playing because of everything except the MMO gameplay and interface. I was in it for the story, the music, and all the ways that they pay tribute to the previous games in the Final Fantasy series. And I'm always fanboying. It's like, oh my gosh, that Matoya from Final Fantasy 1 has a 3D model and a voice. Oh my gosh, this dungeon recreates the final dungeons of Final Fantasy 3. Oh, this is nuts. And then everyone else around me, it's like, I've never played that. Anyway, you want to grind out some mounts with us? Yeah, I used to be in a guild/free company where it's mostly World of Warcraft veterans, and none of them have touched a Final Fantasy game. So you can imagine me being super excited about all the ways that the previous games are paid tribute to, and then everyone else just ignores all that, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you guys playing a Final Fantasy game if you're not going to enjoy the Final Fantasy bits?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, okay, I know there are some people who prefer playing Final Fantasy 14 over other MMOs for MMO reasons, but I cannot relate. I am not an MMO guy.
Right, yeah. I feel the exact same way. It's just not my thing. I've seen the way that other people play those games, and I'm like, I do not have the patience for this. And I say this as somebody who really, really enjoys level grinding in RPGs. Yeah. I love the whole number go up thing. I like it a lot, but for those types of games in particular, it's not my thing.
Yeah, and it's always funny. I like multiplayer, and I enjoy some RPG grinding here and there. So you'd think that I would enjoy an MMORPG, but that's not the case. Yeah, there's always there's always a certain way that RPGs can reward you for grinding in ways that are fun, especially with how it feeds into the gameplay loop, which is why I always like Monster Hunter. There's grinding, but at the same time, you're learning the attack patterns of a kaiju while you're learning to do the inputs of your favorite weapon.
Yeah.
It's
peak, I fear. It's peak.
Yeah, that's what will keep me coming back. Have a goal to work towards, but also make the working towards a goal part actually fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I love Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Monster Hunter is Gucci. I haven't played it in a while though.
It's peak, I fear. It's peak.
Yeah.
You gotta hop back on that shit. There's been a bunch of updates, and then we got Title Update 3 coming in September. That's next month.
Oh dang. Well, okay, I got time. I have to catch up on other things I've been doing though, especially since I mostly try to keep my skills sharps in fighting games. Actually, there's actually going to be a Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising tournament in an hour actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that I I'm like keeping my skills sharp enough for games like that.
Right.
And besides, Monster Hunter isn't gonna go anywhere as long as there's enough people playing the game here and there.
That's true.
Even if there's like not as many Westerners playing, you can always count on the Japanese. Carry me, senpai!
Yeah, I'm always saying that. That's something that people don't even realize about me. That I like in this episode, I've said that like 30 times and nobody has noticed.
Wait, notice what?
No, no, I'm lying.
Oops.
It's a bit that I do. Like, I just like somebody says something and I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'm always saying that, and then like I just like keep digging. Like I just take that and run with it. You know, like as far as I possibly can. Yeah, I love doing that shit. It's fun.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to show you this.
The
because
Persona 4 school outfit.
Yeah, Persona 4 is like one of my favorite games ever, as I was saying. So I also put an outfit together for that when I stream Persona 4.
Okay, since you brought up the school uniform, I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I've done Persona 4 cosplay before in real life.
Oh, so have I.
Yeah. Okay, this was back when I was still a Persona fan, but.
Right.
But one time, I visited an anime convention dressed as Yu Narukami from Persona 4.
Oh, that's my cosplay too.
Oh, funny coincidence. So I'm going around the convention floor, seeing what's worth checking out while dressed as Yu Narukami, and every now and then someone will.
We're in a convention right now. Here, those are my convention cosplay. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make a maid lady Tabby alt. Adding that to the list.
Add it to the list. Hell yeah. Right,
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, right. So so every now and then, people would stop me to ask for a photo. They're like, "No, Kami, can I take a picture with you?" And there was even one moment where I was posing with a sword and one of the tarot cards, and I was like, "Persona!" And people were just gathering with their cameras.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So for people who didn't know about my little cosplay venture back then, yeah, that was a thing. And probably even more surprising for people who have heard me, say some things about the Persona games here and there. But yeah, guys, even if I criticize the Persona games now, I used to be a fan back then, and I remember what it was like to enjoy the series. I mean, Edgee here obviously still loves the game, so I'm happy for him.
I love them so much.
Yeah, I don't want to take Persona away from you guys. There should be a game for everyone. No game should appeal to every single person, but every single person should have that one game.
That's true.
Yeah. And for me, it's Devil May Cry 5 with mods on.
For me, it's Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter World with mods? Because I've been meaning to play around with that game with mods.
Oh, I mean, just Monster Hunter in general. Like, whatever is like the latest one, that's my shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, I'm very curious now. So, since we've been talking about Monster Hunter quite a bit,
yeah.
So, what's your opinion on Monster Hunter World versus Monster Hunter Rise? Nice outfit, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see. Monster Hunter World versus Rise.
Do you like one over the other, or are they incomparable, or do you have very specific thoughts about them?
I feel like it's hard to pick between World and Rise, because obviously like they have things that one does better. I like the way that World actually does feel like an open world type of thing.
Right.
But Rise, like the maps are not as, how should I put this? They're not as expansive as they are in World. Like one of the things that I really enjoyed about World, one of the things that like made me absolutely fall in love with that game was the fact that like you can just like, even if you don't feel like hunting, you can just go through the maps. You can like explore and do stuff. You can it feels like the world is alive whether or not you're playing, whether or not like you're taking part of it. Like it has whole like ecosystems.
I felt that as well,
where things are happening whether you're there or not. And compared to that, Rise does not have any of that. And I understand why it doesn't have any of that, because it was like originally developed as a Nintendo Switch game. Obviously, it's not as powerful as a PS4, because World originally came out on PS4. That whole generation of games. But the thing about Rise compared to World is that Rise has something that I like to refer to as schmovement.
Oh yeah, especially with the wire bug.
Especially with the wire bugs, which makes the game feel much more fluid. Like World is still plays fine, obviously. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't have as much movement as Rise does.
Yeah.
You know?
Adding to what you talk about with World and Rise. So I really enjoyed World for similar reasons as what you mentioned about how the world felt alive and how the maps are so densely packed with a lot of things to interact with the Huns. Yeah, there's just a lot more depth to the environments there. Whereas with Rise, it went the opposite direction where the maps they're not as dense and deep with the mechanics as what you expect from World, but they made up for it by playing around with the combat stuff, like your fighting moves, your movements, and all that. Like I would probably say that if Monster Hunter World is good at immersing you in its setting in ways that make sense for a video game to function and play properly for that monster hunting experience, then Monster Hunter Rise, it's basically like an arcade game version of it. Like it's in shorter bursts. There's like more immediate feedback with what you can do in battle, and even though the environments are not as deep and immersive as World, it still just does enough to support that pick up and play nature of Monster Hunter Rise.
Exactly. Yeah, I super agree with that.
Yeah, so anytime I hear someone say like, oh, World is better, oh, Rise is better, that just tells me that they're the type of person to prefer this one thing over another. And hey, that's fine, because I like it when a series like Monster Hunter, well, okay, like any series really, gives itself room to experiment a bit and see what works, what doesn't. And then that could be a lesson towards doing something with the next game. What do we keep? What do we leave behind and all of that? Which is clearly the case with Monster Hunter Wilds when it tried to mix up the best of both World and Rise.
Yeah, I feel the same way about that, because I mean, Rise was also not like, how should I put this? It wasn't a main entry in the series. Rise was as a spin-off. It was made by, I believe, the same team that made Generations and Generations Ultimate. Yeah, which is why, Generations had that whole like Hunter Arts system going on.
That makes sense.
And anything that they put in a spin-off won't really make it into the main games unless it's like, how should I put this? Something that won't change the core gameplay too much, you know what I mean? Because like in Rise, like the core gameplay revolved around the wire bugs, like you said. Right? Obviously they're not gonna bring the wire bugs into the next into like one of the main games. But one of the things that they took from it was the whole like being able to ride like a little critter around, like that you could ride the dogs.
The Secret. That was one of my favorite parts of Wild.
Exactly. So like you can't ride the dogs in Wilds, but they gave you this new thing that you can ride, and it's like a little bit better, even though like it doesn't participate in the hunts with you, but like it'll take you there and like traverse a little bit better than the dogs can.
Honestly, that's fine by me. Let the cute little chickens just wait in the corner while we're kicking kaiju ass.
Yeah, the chocobos.
Yeah, actually, I colored my Sacred to look like a chocobo.
Nice.
Yeah, all yellow and all that. But anytime I have a mount, whether it's a chocobo or otherwise, I always name it Funsaiki. Do you know what that's a reference to, or should I explain it?
Funsaiki, is that from G Gundam?
Yes, you got it!
Let's go!
Yeah, I always name my video game mounts Funsaiki after the horse that's
Asia's horse.
Yeah, Master Asia's horse in G Gundam. So anytime I call in my mount in a video game, I'm always saying, "I'm right here, Funsaiki. Become my legs as we fight together."
I love G Gundam.
Yeah,
So goddamn much.
Yeah, same here. I fucking love like super robots. I love fighting games, and so G Gundam just marries the those concepts of an international like fighting tournament and like hot-blooded robots.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, it is the fucking shit. Like
for the longest time, I couldn't get into other like mech anime because of G Gundam, because like it set the bar in like a very specific place for me, because I was like, okay, how are they controlling their robots? Oh, they're in a boring ass fucking cockpit. They're not like moving like the way that they did in G Gundam. They don't like have like body trackers. No, I'm not gonna watch this.
I feel that the body tracking thing is mostly a G Gundam thing.
I think it's specifically a G Gundam thing. I haven't seen like any other show do it like how G Gundam did.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was so fixated on that, and like for years I would not let that shit go.
If anyone out here is making their own mecha series, consider doing full body tracking.
That was the sickest shit. That was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, but what really got to me with G Gundam is just the hot-blooded nature of it all, where it's pretty much the common thing that you see in super mecha anime, as opposed to the sort of mecha anime you see that's more serious, like name any Gundam show that isn't G Gundam. But anyway, I'm more so someone who enjoys Gurren Lagann, Getter Robo, Mazinger Z. I love those kinds of franchises. And G Gundam ticks a lot of the same boxes as what those other series do, especially when you're winning a robot battle through your own sheer motivated, hot-blooded, aggressive hype and willpower.
It's peak, I fear.
Yeah, that's why I owe a lot to Get a Robo for doing that sort of thing, and Gurren Lagann following suit with it, and well, by that extent, a lot of other super mecha shows. Have you ever gone into any other super mecha shows?
Super mecha. I mean, you already know this, but like I'm super into Gurren Lagann.
Based.
Other than that, I haven't really. I know that like I should probably watch Get a Robo sometime, but I have just seen like regular mech shows. Like I recently, like this past week, I finished watching the original Gundam.
Oh, nice.
The original Mobile Suit Gundam, and I'm gonna be moving into Zeta Gundam right after.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch more Gundam shows myself. I saw a few episodes of the original because I like to.
It aged insanely well.
Yeah.
That's one of the shows that like withstood the test. Well, for the most part, because like
for the most part, you still see some of the limitations of a TV anime at the time, but still the aesthetics of it are what help the show hold up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it was still really good. I liked it a lot. I can't wait to watch more.
I've been meaning to watch more mecha anime myself. Like, okay, I mentioned Mazinger Z, but there's still a lot of Mazinger Z that I gotta watch. Yeah, and what else was I gonna say? I think there's still some newer mecha shows to watch here and there. Well, okay, I don't really keep up with seasonal anime, so do not quote me on that. I'm very out of touch. But I did get around to watching Bravern, like Bang Bravern, I think that's what it's called.
I really want to watch that one too.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend it if you really like the concepts of super mecha, but contrast that with the sort of mecha like self-serious war drama anime that you usually see. Like, it's like, at first it's like, serious alien invasion, and we have all these mechs that look like they would fit in with Titanfall or something.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the episode, all of a sudden, you have this loud, colorful super robot named Bravern blasting his own theme music while shooting around with colorful lights and busting out his own sword. And one of the main characters piloting Bravern is like, where's the song coming from?
Yeah, it's peak. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Also, for the BL lovers out there, there's a relationship between the pilot and the gay robot.
Yeah, there sure is.
I want him to ride inside me.
Yeah, that shit rules.
Yeah, so a little bit of something for everyone.
They need to do more shows like that.
Yeah, for real. I usually just catch glimpses of like, oh, isekai anime here and there, but you know, my eyes just glaze over, and then I just go back to gaming.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, actually, how do you feel about watching anime nowadays? Like, are you like mostly apathetic to it? Do you still find some shows that you like?
You know, since you bring that up, right now I'm watching the most anime that I've watched in like I think maybe about 10 or so years.
Oh, really? Like what?
Because right now, not even like just rewatching old shows like Mobile Suit Gundam. But right now I'm watching through the fucking what's it called, the new season of My Dress Up Darling, the new season of Kaiju number 8, this new show Gachi Yakuta that started airing. I'm keeping up with Dr. Stone. It's also a new season that's airing right now. In my backlog, I have this one show called Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse.
Wow.
Which is an isekai, but at least it's like a very how should I put it, a very different isekai where like the guy gets sent to like a world where it's like ancient Japan, but there's like magic and also robots.
Oh, I see.
It's like a mix of like cyberpunk with like ancient aesthetics, and it's like really, really sick. And what else am I watching? What the hell else am I watching? I'm watching this one with my partner, but like the new season of Panty and Stalking.
Oh yeah, same here. I also watch Panty and Stalking as part of my dates. Yeah. Somehow the raunchy comedy anime also ends up being a good choice for watching on dates.
Yeah, for real. My partner absolutely loves that. And then I have like a bunch of other shows that are still part of this season alone on my backlog. So I'm actually watching like a lot of anime right now. Like last year I barely watched anything, and this year I'm just watching a lot. Like this year alone is like really, really strong for anime, I feel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't really say that I've watched as much anime as I used to. I mean, okay, every now and then I'll watch something that catches my eye. Yeah. Like Dandadan, for example, which, by the way, if you guys wanted to pitch Dandadan to me, you should start off with the fact that it's deeply inspired by tokusatsu, like Ultraman and a bit of Godzilla here and there. Like seeing how Dandadan is this supernatural like shonen anime / rom-com that also pays respect to tokusatsu shows and films, that got me really excited and nerding out all over. And actually, speaking of which, part of why I didn't really watch as much anime as I used to, because, well, seasonal anime is overwhelming, is also the fact that most of that time that I could have spent watching anime, I ended up spending watching tokusatsu instead.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and at the moment is the big three of tokusatsu superhero shows: Super Sentai, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider. So
right.
Yeah, so that means that I've been keeping up with Gojuger, Ultraman Omega, and Kamen Rider Gav. Which, yeah, if any of you out there are like, oh man, I'm so sick of like Hollywood superhero movies, or oh man, there's not enough cool practical costumes and all that, like, well, Tokusatsu has got you covered, because they always do some of the cheesy costumes and effects that I know and love from older shows, but you don't really see it often in, at least in Western media, because of CG. I mean, I'm not knocking against CG. I think it's really good when it's used well enough. Yeah. But a lot of the Western shows and films I tried watching, they don't have the sauce the same way that Tokusatsu does. Partially because of the quirkiness of Japanese media, but also I just love seeing colorful costumes, actual real colorful costumes being worn by a bunch of stunt doubles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's That's what I spent most of my time watching these days.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah. And of course, don't forget Trigger anime. Like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Kill la Kill. We already mentioned Gurren Lagann before. Yes, that still counts because it's the same people. And I know that. Yeah, there's the current season of Panty and Stocking, and we also got season 2 of Cyberpunk Edge Runners already announced with a new cast of characters.
Yeah, they announced that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that's yeah, it's not out yet, but it's on the horizon. I'm glad that's a new set of characters because I like seeing new stories told with new characters, and as much as I like watching my old favorite characters, sometimes there is some crazy stuff that happens and you don't want to be spoiled on them.
Yeah, I mean, also like the way that, the show ended, it's like, how are you going to use the same characters,
Yeah. Like tell a story with different characters in ways where they can still change the status quo with a new set of characters rather than the old ones.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when they when in Pokemon they switched to like a new protagonist, because I thought that they had a fucking deal with the devil with Ash where like they were just never gonna let him go, but they finally did, and now there's like a new girl, and she's the protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I was very pleasantly surprised to see that, because I'm like, wow, this should have happened like more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised with the change, but at the same time, I'm not surprised that it happened at all because, hey, when was the last time we got Gen 1 of Pokemon? It was like, what, 98? 1998 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like since the late 90s. Like, so many new young Pokemon fans have already been born between then and now. So now they can have their own Ash Ketchum without Ash Ketchum. Well,
exactly. Like I always thought that like anytime that like they went into like a new region or whatever, they should have switched to like a different protagonist.
Yeah. But nowadays we can show our age by like, back in my day we had Ash Ketchum. What, you don't know who Ash Ketchum is? Oh, this brings me a tale of when the Pokemon movie came out with a licensed soundtrack.
Back in the day, Ash Ketchum used to be older than me, and now I'm him. How did that happen?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even 10 yet. Then fast forward. Oh shit, I'm older than Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Multiple decades older than Ash Ketchum.
Actually, I kind of have that feeling sometimes whenever we talk about what we're streaming and not only that, how we interact with like not brand new franchises, like old franchises that have new fans. Like we have people who are born after Final Fantasy 7 have come out, or even Final Fantasy 10. That's still blowing my mind. And now they're adults that are getting into streaming, and I'm over here like, I remember a day when none of this shit was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the passage of time. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people get like hung up on it, but it's like, I mean, it's just that's just what happens.
Yeah.
That's just it.
I now understand how people felt when they were nostalgic for the 80s, and I was born after it.
Yeah. And now everyone is nostalgic for the 90s.
Yeah, and
now
the 2000s.
Yeah, no, that's starting to come up, I've noticed. Now
yeah, especially with the remakes and remasters of games that were from like the late 90s or early 2000s. So we're just circling back to what's basically our demographic now.
Yeah. Basically, because that's all that's left now. Because now it's people our age who are the ones like doing stuff and making things.
Yeah, and it kind of helps to that with our taste and what we've grown up with. We can stream and share those things that a lot of people just never grew up with. Like how you mentioned you wanted to revisit your favorite games and show them off to your viewers. Chances are some of those viewers were born sometime after those games, like Final Fantasy 10, for example.
Yeah, that makes sense, because 10 came out in like 2000 or 2001, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I remember like watching like commercials for like 10-2 and like the little song that they used to like advertise it.
Yeah.
Final
For
Fantasy
T for T.
10-2 out now.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I kind of miss those kinds of commercials where they say the titles like Final Fantasy 10-2, Kingdom Hearts, like rated E10, ages 10 and up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now
E10 is still like that never like actually like launched itself into my mind because I just grew up with just E being a thing.
Yeah, or
so, like every time that I see like
M.
E10, I'm like, yeah. So every time that I see E10, I'm like, oh right, that's a thing now, or that's been a thing.
Actually, I remember that was a thing because I brought up Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts 2 is E10.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It's nuts, I know. But now it's
crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy indeed. But hey, I just realized when I said that it's not just like younger streamers and players and VTubers that we can blow minds with this sort of things. Like I could blow your mind just as much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
They gotta know. They gotta be put on notice. It's like, this is what's going on, young one, or whatever you want to be called.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying whippersnapper. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I ain't either, because then people will call me old. But then again, if they do call me old, I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, you're a baby!
That's true.
Were you still in diapers when Fire Emblem Awakening came out, baby?
I bet you can't even fucking parallel park.
Yeah.
That's the best way to get them. They're like, well, at least I can fucking parallel park. And you can't.
Oh,
you
snap.
You get too anxious over it. You little fucking Gen Z shit.
Yeah. You iPad babies. Back in our day, we had to use memory cards.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's very insane. But hey, like I said, us sharing our favorite things that we grew up with, it's... I don't know, I feel like that's another thing that VTubers can do. Well, okay, VTubers who stream video games anyway, right? Trying to show off old games or, you know... Well, okay, I'm noticing the rise of retro streamers, so that's already kind of proven my point about the appeal of retro games. Do you...
Yeah.
Wait, have you streamed any retro games yet? Or... well, okay, we're counting retro as like maybe before PS2?
What are you talking about? PS3 is retro.
Shut up.
It is.
Fuck.
PS3 came out like almost 20 years ago. It's retro.
Wow. Okay.
Final Fantasy 10 that I'm streaming right now is retro because it came out over 20 years ago.
No, it's still brand new. It's still running on.
You literally said just now PS2 is retro. Yeah.
Like
Final Fantasy 10 came out on PS2.
Okay, that was before I remember how many years ago exactly it came out. Like 18 years ago, sure. But...
You can't let the passage of time get to you like this. You need to embrace it.
Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll fucking embrace it. All right.
There you go.
Okay. I am definitely part of what people call old, right? 32 years old.
That's not old. That's not old.
Oh, in that case, suck it, you babies! I'm still young.
That's not everyone loves to pretend that the end of the world is gonna happen when you hit fucking 30 plus. It's just like society being super focused on like the best things in life happen to you when you're 20, and also look at all the funny young successful people that are like famous or whatever in their 20s, but it's like that's just celebrity culture. So celebrity culture has like poisoned everyone's mind into thinking that like you have to be 20, or at least you have to look 20 no matter what. And if at any point you look any older than that, then it's over for you and you're gonna fucking die the next day or some shit like that. And it's bullshit. This is why I hate it, and it's also why I hate the fucking prevalence of the word hag in the VTuber community to refer to women, because it is low-key very, very, very misogynistic.
Yeah. This is why one of my favorite video game characters is Ichiban from Yakuza Like a Dragon, because
he's like 40.
Yeah, he's like actually like I think he's like 42 or 44 to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yet he still has that childlike wonder. He has his own dreams, and he's rising from rock bottom.
That's what it's all about. Whatever's going on with the world, don't let that shit fucking crush your spirit.
Yeah. And, you know, admittedly, Ichiban is one of the reasons I embrace my own dream of being a superhero. Yeah, it's not just my VTuber lore. I do consider myself an online superhero.
There you go.
I mean, okay, I'm pretty much doing... Well, okay, VTubers in general do what I've seen real-life superheroes do. They've got an alter ego, they've got the costume, if you want to count models as costume. And
there it is.
Yeah, they've got a public presence and something to say and advocate for. Really, the only difference between VTubers and real-life superheroes is that real-life superheroes back then used MySpace. You know, all the VTubers we know now is either Twitter and or Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... So, yeah, anyway, back to the whole, like age thing. Yeah, guys, don't worry about if you're like, oh, I'm too old for this, or something like that. It's like, no, just enjoy life at whatever pace you find comfortable or works for you, you know? Everyone goes through different stages at different points in their life. And besides, wait, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I technically like look and sound young to people, so you know, me being in my 30s while also being perceived as young, that's basically puberty in New Game Plus.
Like it's a fact, not even like a perception. It's literally like a fact. You know, like as far as like how much like humans can live, that's still like 30 plus is still young. Like I'm pretty sure I'm like a couple years older than you, and I had like a physical a couple weeks ago, and the doctor was just like going over some of my statistics, and was like, okay, yeah, I mean, you're still pretty young, you know, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna be you're doing okay, just keep doing what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, even like it's, you know, it's a doctor telling you that like you're still young, you know. Don't get fucking hung up on the stupid dumbass perceptions of society that you have to be 20 always, no matter what.
Yeah, and
it's bullshit and unrealistic.
Yeah, and besides, yeah, you're correct. Like, we're technically still young because like the lifespan that we see now is like okay, I've had grandparents who have lived up to 80s and 90s, and you know, they're still, well, okay, like most of them are functioning adults, but yeah, we still got a lot to look forward to anyway. Yeah. And besides, we're VTubers on the internet. We have people that like what we do. I still count that as a success.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could write our own rules as VTubers. And heck, I would even go as far as to say that like a lot of VTubers don't even know what they want to do. Okay, yeah, sure, there's like etiquette stuff here and there, there's like certain trends and such, but at the end of the day, there's a lot that you can do on your own as a VTuber and decide, oh, what do you want to do in the spotlight? How do you want to present yourself as a VTuber and all that? And yeah, you know, I mentioned before here and there that being a VTuber is basically being a punk rock VTuber, especially in the indie scene. Like, you're definitely punk rock edgy.
I am?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, you were just talking shit about society's expectations while also making it clear what you stand for. That's punk.
Exactly.
It's not just mohawks and loud, angry garage punk rock music.
Yeah, sometimes it's all about all the small things.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Actually,
it's as easy as that.
Very easy as that. Actually, you know, I think this is a good place to conclude the episode, because
okay.
Yeah, it's been quite a while, but I feel like I got a lot out of it with this collab. I want to thank you again for this collaborative episode, Edgee.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, like we learned a lot about like not what we do or how we he became Bobby Nuke in the first place, but also just some worthwhile things that I hope our audience will walk away and think, oh, that's cool, or I never thought about that. That's always my
spitting right now.
Yeah. And anyway, I already found someone that we could raid to. So yeah, so before we go and raid out and end this episode, would you like to say a few words to our viewers? Like, what are your stream plans, or what sort of like message or impression do you want to leave on everyone?
I'm funny and my model is cute, and you should follow me because I'm still trying to find an audience. I'm trying really, really hard to find an audience. So if you like my vibes, consider checking out my channel. I usually stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, unless something is medically going on with me, because I'm gonna be starting.
You can say it.
Oh, okay. Gotta be starting chemotherapy soon, because I am a VTuber with cancer, and I got some shit going on. But despite all of that, I still stream 5 days a week, 3 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday.
Yes, please go follow Edgee and support his streams and enjoy the show. And okay, so I kind of want to say this bit real quick. So when you mentioned that you have cancer, well, okay, first off, that hits close to home since I have family who's had cancer as well. So I'm wishing you the best of luck. But
thank you.
Yeah. Also, I also want to mention that, guys, it's very important to live in the present moment and just do whatever it is that you want to do while you still have time. I mean, okay, yeah, cancer sucks, right? But at least you're given the heads up. At least you can try to take action. I've seen some people where they're gone in unexpected ways and there's nothing that I could do about it. And unfortunately, one of those people was a VTuber that I wanted to collab with, but that never happened because, well, shit happens. But but anyway, this is what I want to leave with you guys. Please just, whatever it is that you're thinking of doing that you want to do, just do it already, okay? Like, oh, you want to collab with this one person? Arrange something. Oh, you want to ask this person out on a date? Do that. Oh, you want to enjoy your meal like it's your last one and savor it? Fucking do it.
Yeah,
enjoy shit. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to start the raid. And once again, Edgee, thank you very much for taking the time to join me in this episode.
Thanks so much for having me.
I always feel bad if I waste other people's time, but I'm grateful that you guys have spent that time with me. And Edgee, of course. All right. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye. And say hi to Shatter for us.
Bye.
Bye.